my name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to day one of the 12 Days of Stitchmas. Are you excited? I'm so excited. It is finally here. It is December 1st. We're kicking off the 12 Days of Stitchmas here on YouTube. I'm so excited. Now, if it's your first time here joining me, welcome. My channel here on YouTube is mainly about all things making. We've got cross stitching, we've got knitting, we've got quilting, we've got all the things. I hope you consider joining me. Like and subscribe with the channel and join the Tiger Lily fun. If you've been here for a long time, welcome back, friends. You know what you're in for. Today we've got the first day of the 12 Days of Stitchmas. Now this is the fourth year I've done this, which is 12 days of daily videos, and we're going to go through so many good things. Today with day one, it's going to be a little bit of admin. We're going to discuss all the things so that you can get excited and know exactly what we're going to be up to over the next 12 days. Lots of Christmas fun, lots of making fun, lots of enabling. It's going to be a hoot. Now, let's just start right here. I've got a tray of goodies, a wheelie cart full of stuff. Like I said, it's going to be a little admin-y today just because I want to make sure I fill you guys in on all the fun we're going to be having. Now, it's the 12 Days of Stitchmas. If you don't know, my business is Tiger Lily. I have a keeper club, and then I also do a 12 Days of Stitchmas advent box for stitchers. And so one of the biggest parts and the fun for me during the 12 Days of Stitchmas is to open that advent and share with you what was in the Tiger Lily 12 Days of Stitchmas box. Now, if you got the box and you want to open along with me, I know lots of friends do that. I'm so excited that you get to open your daily gift with me. Maybe have some coffee. Depends on what time I get these out every day. Maybe it's a little bit of lunch, who knows? But we're going to open those together. Now, in addition to opening up the 12 Days of Stitchmas from the Tiger Lily Advent, I have 3 other advents that we're going to be opening together. So if this is something, I'm going to do advents all at the end. So that way, in case you don't want to spoil the fun, in case you're going to open your advents at a different time, I definitely don't want to ruin anything, any fun for you. So, but the advents that I do have here to open, in addition to the Tiger Lily, is I have a Leap of Faith yarn advent. I have a MoonGlow yarn advent. And then I also have the Stitchery, which is a embroidery from across the pond. This is my first time dabbling in that making genre, so I'm very, very excited about that. So like I said, I have 4 advents that we're going to be opening together, just day 1 through day 12. Now, all of these advents are actually 24 days, but I'm only going to be doing 12 days of Vlogmas, Stitchmas. I will probably come back 2 or 3 more times between the 12th and the 21st and just kind of like open up 3 or 4 days together. But I'm super excited to do that. As well as every day during this fun, I'm going to be having a new start. Now, what I have done, this is one of my advents right here, but over here, you can't see the box, it's probably off camera, but I have a box of what I'm calling my new starts. So over the past week, I have been gathering and curating and collecting and kitting up 12 new starts for 12 Days of Stitchmas. Now, I'm not a big starter in the world of cross stitch. I like to start, but I also like to finish. Last year, this was the first year I did this. Last year during the 12 Days of Stitchmas, I did a new cross stitch start every day. It was so much fun. I didn't have to think about it. They were all kitted up. I loved it. This year, I kind of expanded on it, and it's not just cross stitch. So I do have, we're not going to be pulling, I have it planned out. So, but it's going to be 12 new starts every day, 1 per day. I think there's 6 to 8 that are cross stitch. I mean, Stitchmas. This is where we are. There's a couple of yarn projects we're going to be starting, whether it's socks or a shawl or both. We have 2 of those, as well as, like I said, I'm going to be starting 2 new I've never done before projects, and we'll talk about it as we get into it, but it's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to do it with you guys. So without further ado, like I said, oh, and then also, as I look at this next basket, like I said, this first video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but we're also going to be having 12 days of giveaways. So that means every day, on top of the Advent opening fun, on top of what other fun I have planned, my goal is to have something other fun to share with you guys on every day's video. Just whether it's decorating with me or making. I've done a couple pre-work projects that we're going to be showing how to use, little tutorials. If you aren't familiar with me, Tiger Lily, I have a Patreon, and on my Patreon, at least monthly, I share fun instructional videos, little teach you guys how to do things. It goes anywhere from scissor keepers with last month's fun little make, as well. I've already got my wheels turning for what this month is. We do quilt alongs, we do stitch alongs, we do knit alongs. There's so much fun. There's a link down below if you wanted to go ahead and join my Patreon, as well as, while we're talking about links down below, during the 12 days of Stitchmas, I'm going to be showing you guys so many great things, whether it's small businesses or things that I've bought, things that I've procured, things that I love, all the things. And I love when I'm watching things to be able to click and shop. And so I will definitely be linking everything I possibly can down below in the description box, whether it's an Etsy shop or a chart, whatever we're talking about. I'm going to try to give you guys, make it super easy for you guys to go and add to cart and check things out. Anything I talk about and chat about, I'm going to really make a point to put a link down below in the box of each day's video. If I, for whatever reason, missed something, please let me know in the comments what I missed, and I will make sure to addend it. Okay, friends. During the 12 days of Stitchmas, I'm super excited that we're also going to be having daily giveaways. Over the last month or so, I have curated 12 super fun, like here's day 3. I have curated 12 fantastically awesome prize bundles to give away from you guys. So I've got them all in this basket. That was my friend Christy from Flosstubers and Cousins gave me this basket. I love it. So this is a basket full of daily giveaways. Like I said, every day is going to have a curated bundle full of goodies. So many things. It's from stitching to quilting and more. So a lot of goodies from Fat Quarter Shop they've sent me throughout the year of things to share with you. I've curated into custom bundles, as well as I've always added something to it, whether it's a small business goodie or some quilting Fat Quarters or whatever. Each day's bundle and bag is about $75 to $150 worth of prizes per bundle. So I'm super excited for that, to be able to give to you guys. This is my favorite time of year, and I love being able to give to you guys, and thank you for your support throughout the year of just coming back and watching or just supporting Tiger Lily in any way that you do. Now, how do you enter into the giveaways? Easy. So every day during the 12 days of Stitchmas, sometime during the video from start to before the Advent opening. I'm not going to be doing it during the Advent opening because I certainly don't want to exclude any of my friends who don't want to watch that part of the videos. But sometime during the daily videos, I will give you the word of the day. And the word of the day is easy. It's just going to be something simple, but you just have to, watch the video and catch it. And then you're going to use that word in the comment of the video. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to say anything else but the word. You certainly can, but whatever you want to do, you want to comment on that day's video using the word of the day. And then on December 20th, so I am going to let it run a little bit extra. I do understand it's a very busy time of the year, and I love to consume so many of the great Flosstubers and knitting podcast people that do Vlogmases during December. I love to watch them too, but sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I don't want people to miss out if you're not able to catch the videos on the daily. So I'm giving you time between the 1st and the 12th. You have until the 20th to catch up and watch on the videos and enter into the daily giveaways. So on December 20th, I will use the random comment generator picker, pull the 12 winners for the 12 days of Stitchmas videos, the daily giveaways, and then I will come back, and on the 20th, there will be a winners video here on YouTube. Now, I just want to caution you, don't fall for any of those gremlins tricks. I will never message you. I will never ask you in a comment for your address. I will never tell you you win in a comment. None of that. I know the gremlins are really tricky and they try to get you, and I'm not gonna communicate in any other way besides the winner's video that will be announced on December 20th. I will come back here, do my winner's video, and that is how you find out if you win. When you win, then you'll contact me, give me your address, and I will get it shipped out to you. Okay, friends, are you ready for the fun? I am so excited. Today, we're going to just, like I said, we ran through some admin. We chatted about the giveaways. We chatted about what events I'm going to be opening, all the things. So what I decided to do today, as you can see, I've got my Christmas tree. Here we are in my studio. If you don't know, I live in Mount Vernon, Virginia, right outside of DC, right down the street from George Washington's home here in Mount Vernon. But this is in my studio, and so I just created a little corner of my studio to do my filming this year. I'm super excited to come back to you daily and share things. But so I put up this is my studio tree. What I put on my studio tree is my stitching ornaments. Now, I have been stitching, I'm going to say about 10 years or so. So I do have goals of having I have a couple trees out in the main house, right? So I want to one day have a stitcher's tree out there. But in the meantime, A, because it's fun for you guys, and B, it's fun for me, I keep all my stitchy ornaments here on my studio tree. Now, this is just my collection. I was going to go ahead and decorate the tree prior to the 12 Days of Stitchmas, have it all organized and pretty for you. But I know one of the things I love to see is new ornaments. Now, if you don't know, most of the 12 kitted up projects are ornaments. I want to finish some cross-stitch Christmas goodies. Christmas ornaments are my favorite. I do have a lot of Christmas whips that I am also going to be pulling out and sharing with you guys. And so we're just going to be doing all the fun. But I thought it would be super fun for me to show you some of my, actually probably all of my cross stitch finishes. Just real quick, I'm not going to give you all the details as one would do if I was showing you all the things, but I just thought it would be super fun for me to show you some of the Christmas finishes and the ornaments that I'm going to go ahead and put on the tree after today's video. So like I said, they're all in this box. They were organized, and of course when I picked up the box, it fell over. So, now they're not quite in pretty order, but it should be pretty easy for us to put together. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with one of my favorite series. Now, if you're new here, this will be super fun for you. If you've been around for a while, you've seen these, and I'm so close. I'm so close. Now, if you're a stitcher, Santas, the Prairie Schooler, and their Christmas Santas. So fun. Now, these aren't the Santas of the year. That I love those series too. I have not allowing myself to start one of those until I finish this one. This is a booklet called the 12 Days of Christmas. The 12 Days of Santas. Anyway, I will, like I mentioned, I will have everything chart-wise or anything I can link, I will link down below. And any name that I'm not going to remember because these are a little more little less polished, a little more fun in the 12 Days of Stitchmas here. But I will have everything in the description box below. But these are the 12 Days of Santas. Now, no, I did not do them in order. And I did finish them all the same. They're all just finished. These are all stitched on Aida. I don't remember. I'm going to guess 16 count, but I finished them all the same with a board finish, and then I use my cord tutorial to sandwich between, and then there's always just the bell and the year tag on the back. So we've got 3, we've got 4, again, they're not in order anymore, 7, 8, 11, 6, and 5. And so, yes, no, I haven't finished the 12 Days of Santas. I've done 7 of them. That means there's 5 more in my whip basket. And yes, I did, these are not called for colors. I did an Aurifil floss conversion. I will link that down below. There's a blog post for it couple years ago, I did this to the 12 weighted Aurifil floss. I just brightened all the Santas up. So I would love, 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 I love the bells. I would love to get this series finished. Oh, that would be a great goal. I know I've started the other 5. We're just gonna have to pull out that whip. Maybe I'll pull it out tonight and we'll see what we've got. All right, so staying with that theme, there's also another 12 Days of Christmas series that I have started and not finished. Oh, but it's so fun. Okay, so this is the Vivsters 12 Days of Christmas ornament series. Again, I will link it down below. This one I started even longer ago. This is on, I'm going to say a 16, maybe 18 count Aida. It's a partridge in a pear tree. This one I finished a little bit different in that it's 2 boards with the board on top. So it's 3 mat boards, a wooden hanger in the middle, and this is a little extra with the bow and the zhuzh, but they're all basically the same. So we've got 1, I think this one I've got, I started this one in order, 2 and 3 and 4. So they're just so sweet. This one, it's a lot harder, a lot more coverage on these ones. So I think hashtag goals, I would love to be able to give each one of my kids a 12 Days of Christmas set one day for their trees when they grow up. We'll see how that worked out. But in the meantime, that's what we've got so far. I've got those 4. And I'm just going to start pulling things out of the basket. I don't know what's what. This is a Sweet Plum Street Merry finish. It is on a Scarlet Sky design board. I love using the design boards. Chantel has beautiful boards. Scarlet Sky has beautiful boards. I will link them down below. I love using those boards. Let's see, I have another board. This is one of Chantel's boards. It's actually a floss dial that she does. And then I just stained it and used it as a circle finish instead. And I'll go ahead and just put a hook in that for that. Any other boards? Okay, speaking of Chantel's boards. So these are my Santa series. Now these are charts that are available on my website. These are something I designed a couple years ago. So they're available. It's a low-cost PDF. You can grab that on my website, but it's a set of 3. There's Santa and Mrs. Claus and a snowman. He's covered up. Sorry, I did not zhuzh the bows. They're all flattened. And then what they did is they put them on Chantel's 141. It's her sled boards. And so then I just painted it red, added all the things, and they fit perfectly. And I'm pretty sure I'll have to check my notes, but I'm pretty sure because it's all full coverage. I did a 14 count. It's either 14 count or 16 count. I just did an Aida. It's all full coverage. It looks like a lot. I mean, it is a lot kind of, but full coverage stitching, and it fits perfectly on these sled boards. So you can grab the boards I will link as well as the low cost charts. This is a sweet one. Now, this one's got a story and I will forever remember it. This is Emily Call Salt and Pepper Stitching. I will link. It's her sweet little Santa. I think I excluded some of the zhuzhis on the outside. I used a pink Aida, and then you can see right here in the little corner, my sweet rescue dog Dabo got it off the tree and decided he wanted to chew on it a little bit. So it's got a little bit of extra love from Dabo on there. This is another Plum Street. So that's part of that Merry series. I think there's 2 or 3 of them, Merry 1, 2, and 3. But again, this is just my favorite way of finishing. It reminds me of, it's very needlepoint-esque. This is another Emily Call. Salt and Pepper. No, she doesn't go by Salt and Pepper anymore. She used to go by Salt and Pepper. Emily Call. Peace on Earth. I don't know if I use called for. I very rarely use called for colors. This is another one of Chantel's boards. It was probably in her ornament box. I love that. I do it pink. Pink is definitely one of my colors of Christmas. This is a Sweet Santa hands-on design, maybe? No, Christmas. I don't remember. This one is another Sweet Santa, very patriotic. This is a hands-on design Christmas. This was a Christmas tree lot ornament set. She actually put it on a stick and things. I did it on pink and changed it. sheep virtues. Now there's 12 of these as well. I've only finished one, but so sweet. Now this is when I switched to linen. So now I'm pretty much a linen stitcher for the most part right now. I'm not Ada anymore, but I do still love my Ada, and I will finish those series. But this is on linen, but I think I've only done one of those, or at least fully finished one of them. This is a sweet Santa. Oh, I'm going to link this down below. This was years and years ago during one of my first 12 days of Stitchmas. It's a series of Santas from all different countries. This is the Ireland Santa, the Irish Santa. I went on vacation to Ireland in 2018, and so this was like to commemorate that. But there was Santas from all different countries, and I love that series. And I'm blanking on the designer. I'm pretty sure there's an Etsy shop. I will link it down below, but all the different countries, such a cute, and they're all PDF. I remember that. So you could grab that and start stitching. Pick your favorite country. It'd be a perfect gift, like I said, for a vacation. If you went anywhere, like a different country, it would be a perfect little ornament to commemorate that, as well as this was a hands-on design. Merry Christmas. Again, I love a linen pillow finish with the cording extra. So that is that one. And I know like I've evolved. Now this one, I love this. This is another vacation. I'm a big fan of, listen, I love to buy an ornament to commemorate a vacation, but I also, if I'm going to stitch on a vacation, I kind of like to stitch on something I can remember. So this is a whale tail. So I went on an Alaska cruise, I don't know, in 22, 23. I should have a date on this because I certainly won't remember later. But I was stitching on this whale tail. This is one of those years. Again, I will link it. I'll find it and link it for you guys. But it's such a sweet, again, this just whale tail. We saw whales from the cruise ship on the Alaska cruise. So that's what this ornament is. Again, finished on one of Chantel's fabulous boards. I didn't even finish the back side. I just painted the front side blue and added to it. So fun. This is a cardinal. Not quite sure I'm going to remember where this one came from, but this was a sweet, one day I want to have a cardinal tree. And then last but not least, these are two from Hello from Liz Matthews. Her Jingle Ball. Are you going to the Jingle Ball? We're like in 4 days. Liz did this class, I think it was 2 years ago. This was her class piece. It was super, super sweet. She had a great technique on what to do and how to do this. I bought the kit. I loved it. What I did is I also then adapted it to do this. And so if you don't know, I'm a Clemson Tiger. And so all things Clemson, I love. And so you've got the green wreath, but then I went and I got these wooden ornament wreaths. And I think it is so fun. It's such a great, so you just take the text, you can write somebody's name, you can write something special, whatever you want to do this technique. So now that is my empty ornament box. And next time you are here, all of those will be on the tree. So now, friends, what we're going to go ahead, and the word of the day is going to be ornament. Yeah, that one's a good one. I can remember it. We just went through all the ornaments. That is the word of the day to be entered into today's giveaway. Speaking of, let's see what's in the giveaway bag for day one. Okay, friends, the day one bundle of giveaways. So let's see what we get. Now, of course, I remember I said a lot of these were going to be, if you don't know, if you haven't been watching me for a while, about once a month or so, Fat Quarter Shop sends me a fabulous box of goodies to share with you guys. And I've just been collecting it throughout the year just to save it for you guys. I knew I was going to be doing these bundles. So what I've done is I've just taken a lot of those goodies and made custom bundles. So let's see what's in the day one bundle. The day one bundle is going to have the Fat Quarter Shop Shelf Life series, What I Have. So if you don't know, Fat Quarter Shop back in 2024 did a shelf life series. And what it is it's this sweet little mason jar series for cross stitching, and it has different motifs in every single one. So I will link the series down below where you could grab it from Fat Quarter Shop. But in today's bundle, if you win it, you're going to be winning the Mayflowers. I don't know where June went, but we've got July fireworks. We've got August beehive. We've got September sunflowers. We've got October pumpkins. November turkey. And December Christmas. Now, I remember when I saw this cookie one, I was like, oh, that would be such a sweet little ornament. Listen, I love ornaments. The same thing with the turkey. I think a lot of these are just the perfect size where if you wanted to take them out of the mason jar and just do your sweet little ornament, you know, and the little needlepoint type of matte board finish, you totally could. So you've got, what was that, six or so patterns, as well as I've got 2 of my favorite things in here. So this is from Sweet Autumn Stitch. Now, Sweet Autumn Stitch is a small business on Etsy. She's in Georgia. I've worked with her before in the Keeper Club. She is a sweet small business, a one-woman shop who she does all the things, and she makes beautiful curated collections. So in the giveaway, I have bundled up 2 of my favorite things. She does floss rings. Let me go ahead and zoom in on you. This one's gonna have this Christmas Santa. You can see her blings are a little different. She does like this Pandora bead charm in the middle, and it's so bougie. I love it so much. And then of course there's a Santa and a bling and the cabochon, but it's just a pretty floss ring using this vintage Santa artwork. And then in addition to that, she always does curated matchy things, whether it's the floss bling, a needle minder, a tin, other things, as well as floss cards. So there's this, in this giveaway is also the coordinating set of, I don't know, a 12, 15, a handful, whatever her normal set is, of floss cards that are using the same vintage Santa artwork. So it's a fabulous little set. So those goodies are also going to be in the day 1 giveaway. Now remember, to be entered, you just use the word ornament. Okay, friends, so today's new start is not going to be stitchy. Today's new start is actually going to be the Freckled Whimsy Advent Sock Set. So if you don't know, a lot of yarn dyers, I love to knit with self-striping sock yarn. Those are my favorite socks. I'm a vanilla sock girl through and through, and the self-striping sock yarn gives you that fun, that interest without having to have any kind of fancy pattern. So that is my favorite thing. So a lot of the self-striping yarn dyers do an advent, whether it's a special situation. So again, I will link, you can't grab any of them down below, but I will link some of my favorite self-striping yarn dyers shops down below. Now, Freckled Whimsy, her name is Kari. It's easy for me to remember. So she is down in North Carolina. She has a monthly yarn club that I'm a part of, and you get a special color every month. But she also does an advent. Now, she's sold her advent. Again, all of these things are going to be sold out advent wise. It's just something to get on the radar. If it's something that's interesting to you, get on their newsletter list or follow them on social media so that maybe next year, if you want to participate, you can get it when they sell it. So she does a 24 stripe advent. And so what it is she sends you a cake a surprise bundle. It's wrapped up in brown paper. I'm going to go ahead and insert a video clip here where I wound up my yarn last night so that I could get started. Okay, so as you can see in that video, I fast forwarded it. It was a 30-minute live video. Yeah, I fast forwarded, I don't know how many percent, really fairly fast. Because you can see at the end, I had a little bit of trouble. I had a little bit of yarn mess. And I couldn't, any other time, if I had wound up that and it had been a yarn mess, I would have just cut it and moved on. But this is self-striping. There's an order. You have to do it all in one way. It was like, I couldn't cut it and move on. So I had to sit there and hand wind and de-knot, detangle, I don't know, the last 6 or so stripes. So it was an endeavor. So last night I didn't get as far as I wanted to, which is why this is going to go ahead and be day 1 start as well as day 2 starts, because I'm hoping I'm going to get caught up. So you can see what you did is it came in 250-gram skeins, and you wound up 2 balls, and they're supposed to be the same, but they're not the same at this time because of my last 6 or so stripes. So you can see the little tiny ball. So last night, what I did do is I started my, I don't even remember whether it's 12 or 13, little sock cuff, as well as I did day 1's color. So the goal for this sock, pairs of socks, the goal for this sock is going to be 1 color per day. Totally doable. I just have to get myself set up. Each color is anywhere from 6 to 7 rows. I'm doing a 64-inch stitch sock, and I'm knitting it 2 different ways. Now, because a lot of my sock needles were busy, I might have too many sock whips. If I had thought about it a few weeks ago, I would have tried to get some of those whips off the needles so I would have 2 fresh needles, but I do not have 2 fresh needles. What I have right now is I had 1 US 1, which I'm normally a US 1.5 sock stitcher. So we're trying something new this time. So I have 1 9-inch circulars. This is my go-to way of stitching or knitting socks. And you can see I've got my little baby yarn ball as my needle stopper. And that's as far as I got last night. Now what I have for tonight is to start magic loop. Now, historically, I have not been a fan of magic loop sock knitting, but I'm going to give it the old college try because I have a US 1 40 Chaigu 40-inch length, a magic loopable set of needles for my second sock. So my goal during the 12 days of Stitchmas is to get caught up, meaning so tomorrow I hope to at least have number 1, the cuffs and row 1 done for this stock set. So far, I just got this one done last night. My goal tonight is to get that magic loop, the cuff done, and then color 1 done. So then we can just do 6 rows per day per sock. It's totally doable. There's 24 colors. I'm excited. I hope. The heels are going to be my bottleneck as well as the toes, but I think if I can just push through, it would be so fun to actually start and finish a pair of Christmas socks. I've never done it, but we shall see. Like I said, here's my magic loop needle. I don't even know. And this I have in one of my Christmas crumb tutorial bags, my Christmas crumb knitting bags. I love this one so much. So I took one of my other Christmas socks out so it could live in this bag. So that is the knitting. That's my new start. I actually pre-started last night with goals of getting both cuffs done, but I didn't. But alas, here we are. Okay, so it's Advent time now, friends. So if you are only here for the non-Advent opening, fantastic. That's the fun for today. I will see you again tomorrow. But if you are here to see all the goodies that we've got, buckle up. Let's do it. Okay, so like I said, we've got 4 Advents. Oh, as I throw a card. We've got 4 Advents. The first one we're going to work with is the Tiger Lily Advent. My 12 Days of Stitchmas. It came in this box in a sticker. It was wrapped in pink tissue, as most of my things are. If you don't know, pink is my signature color. So I love to do that. So, and in here, and we're going to talk about it as we go through the days, but inside, when you opened your box, what you saw was lots of pink, lots of bags and goodies, and each one was labeled with a sweet Christmas tree fun card and a number on it. I'm going to show you guys later on, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, what I did and do with these cards. I'm so excited. So don't throw your cards away if you're participating. I've got a fun idea for that, as well as the bags we're going to talk about later during Stitchmas. But today we're going to open up day 1. So day 1 is always the keeper. That's just, I mean, it's the funnest. I'm the keeper is what I make, and so I want to make sure I kick off this Stitchmas season with a bang. And so you have to go all the way down to the bottom to get your day 1 number keeper. And so let me just put this away. Like I said, it's in this hot pink bag. Yes, the Stitchmas is a Christmas themed box. So everything in there is going to be, well, that's not true. The keeper is going to have a Christmas theme. Everything that's in the box, some things are you can use all the time and some things are seasonal. Okay, friends, are you ready to see this year's 12 Days of Stitchmas keeper? I had so much fun putting this together. I start working on the Advents January 1 of the year, and it takes me all year to come up with all the goodies, to sew the keepers, put everything together for you. That's my favorite box. I love it so much. This year's keeper might be my new favorite. I think I say that every year, but oh my gosh, this one is so fun. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Without further ado, this is the 12 Days of Stitchmas exclusive project keeper for this year's Advent. I love it so much. It is Dashwood Studios fabric. So much fun, so bright, so colorful. I just love it. It's got the houses, it's got gingerbreads, it's got candy canes, it's got pink. I love it so much. And as always, they're always my double pocket style. So inside, it's going to be the double pocket with this fun, funky Christmas tree pocket fabric on the inside, the sweet candy can zipper pouches, as well as there's always 2 pockets in the back. So in my world, a project keeper holds 4 projects. And I love it so much. So I can't wait to go and put some of my new starts in there. This will be my project keeper for this year. For this year's Christmas Advent stitching season, I will put a project in each one of the vinyl pockets as well as another project behind. And sometimes I just stuff some more in there. It just depends on how many whips I have going at once. So I hope you're excited. If you got the Advent box, I hope you're happy and you love your keeper for this year's season. Now, okay, friends, so I have gathered my 3 other day 1 packages for us to open. All right, so the first one is going to be my MoonGlow yarn Advent. And so this one, MoonGlow did a rainbow. Then this isn't a surprise. She showed us the rainbow collection, but I'm super excited to open it. And so day 1 is called Peppermint Kiss. You think it's red? I think it's red. Or pink. So pretty. So this is the MoonGlow Day 1 Peppermint Kiss. All right. I need to figure out a way of how I'm going to keep all these things tagged and in order and know what's what. And this one is going to be the day 1 from Leap of Faith Yarns. She is a indie dyer here in Maryland, right across the river. So fun. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, so hers was Noah's Ark was the theme of the box. And so I didn't know how she was going to incorporate Noah's Ark and the animals and the colors and the things. But if you don't know, my son's name is Noah, so I had to get it. And so you can see right here, day 1, it has a little day 1 sticker. And then when you open it up, there's a bluebird, a blue jay sticker. So I'm going to guess that was the inspiration sticker. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is such a sweet color. Oh, so great. And so in each one, there's a little tag. I'll have to figure out how to tag these to them. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. So this is a blue jay inspired yarn. So sweet. Love that so much. I need to find a mini skein or 2 pattern. But okay, and the next one is going to be the Stitchery. Now, when you opened up the Stitchery, just because it's fun to see all the things, this was the Stitchery's Christmas box. This is her Advent box. And when you opened up a bigger brown box, you saw this. Okay, and you're like, well, why aren't you opening that? Well, because on top of the box was the number 1 sticker. So that's good. So it obviously was bigger than what was going to fit in the box. So we're going to go ahead and open up day 1, Christmas in the Stitchery, number 1. And it's a sweet tote bag. It's Christmas in the Stitchery, a sweet tote bag, canvas tote bag, as well as this printed fabric with words on it. And it says, I'm home for Christmas, you plan on me, deck the halls. My guess is we'll be using these throughout the projects inside. So that is day 1 of the Stitchery. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to do that. Okay. All right, friends, there we are. Day 1. Did I forget anything? Chances are maybe. But in the meantime, get excited. I'm so excited. We've got 11 more days of fun. So many goodness, so many goodies. Stitching and quilting and knitting. Oh my, I hope you have a wonderful kickoff of December 1st. Kick off your Stitchmas, your Vlogmas, your series, all the fun. And until next time, friends, which is tomorrow for day 2, happy stitching.